Hello everybody, today we're back with part 2 of my new Morrowind OpenMW playthrough on the Steam Decks. New year, new patron. I couldn't come up with anything better. So we're gonna get a new patron at House Telvanni, but we need to do enough chores to get our new patron. And if you want to cheat and see who the new patron's gonna be, you can look in the description. But if you don't want to be spoiled, don't be. It's your choice. I don't really care, but I gave myself Baladas 3 books that he wants through console commands. I don't feel like doing that fetch quest again. I will probably be using console commands for things here and there just to speed this process along a little bit because I've already done a lot of these quests on the channel and the fetch quests that are just not very interesting, we don't have to do those over and over again. I did some in the first episode. I did a little quick playthrough of some chores in House Telvanni just to get our storyline here established, but for a lot of the mundane, repetitive quests, I'm not going to just do those over and over again. So I just sped past that, but we're at neutral left now. We're gonna go on neutral left and see if we can get ourselves something. We want the blueprints. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna be. Yeah, this absorb health. Spell is OP goated as fuck. I don't think I've ever really used that before. Take these. We're gonna do an unarmored playthrough because I also want to do some quests with the Tribunal Temple. That was what I was working on last time I did a playthrough, and that's a whole saga that you can explore on my channel about what happened to that playthrough. My Steam Deck crashed. I had to reset it. But and I had to reload mods, and when I reloaded my Morrowind mods, I just chose different mods. I'm only about 15 right now. I just want to keep it on the lighter side. But we almost out of Magicka. What do we do when we have a Magicka? I have a magic regen mod, but I chose the slower version of the mod. It doesn't regenerate as fast as Oblivion or Skyrim. I hope this is a short blade. Yeah, because we have short blade as a minor skill. And I also have a mod that makes me run faster. Oh shit. My first playthrough on the channel, I didn't do a lot of mods that changed how you play the game or the running speed or anything like that. All my mods were really cosmetic mods that made the game a little prettier. So this time I wanted to add some mods that change how the game is played and just make it a little smoother. It's not a totally modern experience. I left the dice roll mechanics in because I'm a heathen that really actually likes the dice roll mechanic. So you can call me crazy if you want. I actually enjoy it. It adds a little bit of unpredictability to the game that I like. I could always download a mod to get rid of that if I ever change my mind, but I have not changed my mind. So I wonder if there's a Skyrim mod for crazy people like me that like dice roll mechanics. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Is that everything in here? Let me double check before I leave. I think I have those now. I think we picked them up. So we can do a little run back to Solthas just to do a little bit of exploring real fast, but I don't want to do too. And try to get our. Let's try a different spell. That spell's goated, but we can try something different just to get our levels up. Our skills up. Because if I just the right way. If I just do console commands and fast travel everywhere, I'm not gonna level up very good. So. And I do have a mod that adds a Telvanni transportation system. So we can fast travel around the Telvanni territories. So if we want to go see Baladas, we can't travel to Nisus because that's not Telvanni territory. So that's an immersive little add-on. I never liked that the Telvanni did not have their own magical transportation system, and that as a Telvanni you had to rely on the Mages Guild, because the first playthrough I ever did of Morrowind Vanilla, I played as a Nord, and I joined House Telvanni. I didn't have a magic build. I was playing for the first time, and I got pretty far with Master Aryan, and I ended up not being able to travel around with the Mages Guild because they fucking hated me. Because I didn't have a good personality, and the higher I got in House Telvanni, the more they hated me, and I couldn't fast travel anymore. Which I never understood why the Mages Guild and House Telvanni don't get along. But you had to use the Mages Guild to transport around Telvanni territory if you wanted to, or just around Vvardenfell in general. Like, I always felt like the Telvanni should have had their own network among themselves, or maybe they're just so fucking powerful they don't need each other, but because I couldn't use the services at all. They refused to give me services.
Yes, Outlander, wasn't it?
What was that?
Gothrin's cephalopod helm has been added to your inventory. I don't know if Gothrin has any chores directly. I don't remember. I don't feel like he does. He definitely could. Alright, so we've made it to where the mods should kick in, where we can choose our new patron. But I do have these books for Baladas, so let's go give these books to Baladas. I don't want to carry him around. I might sell them by accident. Shit, am I bought it? Okay, hold on. I don't know how this mod works, because Arian's not going to be the patron. So I don't know if Arian has
Yes, Outlander. How do you do?
quests that we can do, but I did most of his quests in my other playthrough. I am going to use the console command here just to save time. And we'll go exploring later in the playthrough. And I also want to do Tribunal Temple. I wanted to finish that before. I was looking for some mods that add to the Tribunal Temple. I didn't find any that didn't require a bunch of other mods, because there's a lot of mods that require mods to play. So one mod turns into like 10 mods, and I'm just lazy and I don't feel like doing that. So all the mods that I found had all these framework add-ons and things like that. Just these little scripts, and I forget what the technical term was, but there's certain things that you had to add to your data files to make it work. And I just didn't feel like getting into that right now. You couldn't just install that mod and let it go, but hopefully this mod works, or else I'm gonna look really fucking silly right now. Hold on, that's not what I meant. What's the last books? Fire and Faith. There we go. Fine, he gave me a lot of good stuff. Alright. Did I ask the... Hold on. I think I might mess this up. I need to ask the people in... I don't have patron as a topic. I think that's what's... Let me check. Alright, so a little lesson in Morrowind here on the back end. I explained this in my modding tutorial for dialogue and topics. The Morrowind is a topic-based dialogue system, which I don't know if there's any other game that quite has a topic system or dialogue system like this game. I've never seen another game that has a dialogue system like this, topic-based. If you know of any, let me know. Because I actually do like it, but I've never seen anything else that utilizes dialogue and topics in this way. And what it does is that you can't talk to NPCs about certain subjects without being introduced to the topic. So I left this place without talking about patrons, and so I have to ask them about patrons. And so now that I go to the journal and I go to options, I go to topics, I go to Patron is there now, so I had to do that first. And I think that's what's keeping me from doing Baladas' chore, is that I didn't have that topic there.
Please, go ahead, Outlander. I'm listening.
So we'll go back to... Or I could just go to his house. Directly. That'd be better. Unless I did that backwards. I might be typing this in backwards. Yep. Yeah, so that is how that works. I explained that all in my tutorial, so if you want to know how the dialogue system in this game works, you can just watch that part of my tutorial where I explain it. You don't have to watch the whole thing.
May you find me worthy of your attention.
But it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. Alright. Is there truly no one else willing to be your patron? See, this wasn't here before because I didn't have the topic of patron in my journal. Then I suppose I could be persuaded to consider your request. You have already demonstrated your resourcefulness once. However, I'm going to ask you another favor. Are you familiar with the ruins of Nichadark? I would love to see a spelling bee with Morrowind names. I would pay to see that shit. Because what are these words? I can't say any of them. I want to see people try to spell these in a spelling bee. And I want them all to be dressed like elves and shit. That would be hilarious. I would pay money to see that. Though I saw the Dagon fell. One of these texts is in my possession. One of the texts in my possession claims that Dark was renowned among the Dwemer for its forges, and that its smiths had supplied Dunmac's honor guard with blades of unparalleled craftsmanship. I want you to travel to the ruin and see if you can retrieve one of these blades for my study. Do this, and we can discuss the manner of becoming your patron further. Alright, so as you can see, obviously, this is the new mod that we're trying out, is that he can be our patron if we do what he wants. So that's part of the mod that we are focusing on for right now. I don't know if the other chore he doesn't want us to do right now. There's a chore in the vanilla where he will want us to have a ring. He wants us to get a ring for him or something like that. It's up by, I forget the name actually. I forget the name of that damn city, but it's up in the north. Moet? No, not Moet Mar. I didn't even convince Baladas to join the council. I probably should have done that. I don't know if that will conflict with this mod. I'm not sure. So we'll just keep going. Since it's working, we'll just keep going. Baladas Demnevanni has asked me to travel to the dormer ruins of Nichadark and search them for a Nichadark blade. If I succeed, he will consider. I wonder where he said where Nichadark is. It's not a topic. What did he say that was up? Try to ask him again. Might be able to console command it, but if it's even if it is a added dungeon from the mod, I should still be able to console command it. Because it has a cell. So if you didn't know, COC, when you see me typing COC, that means center on cell. So if it's a cell, if the location has cells in the game, which how would you else would it be there? It's a dark blade. No, I don't know where it is. You got. Okay. I forgot where he said that was at. I feel like he said it was Vvardenfell, but I'm not sure. So we'll just do a little save here. But let's take ourselves to Vvardenfell and then see. Holy fuck. No cliff racer. It's snowing up here? South? Did he say south of Vvardenfell? I'm not sure. I want to do quest mods one day. I have this very lofty idea for a quest mod. That's actually the first thing I ever drafted when I decided I wanted to learn how to mod. Where the hell am I at right now? I'll look around for it a little bit. I don't want to just zoom around. I think this might be an original add-on for the mod. I don't want to just speed through everything that's new. But if we can't find it, I will try to see if I can center on that cell. But we'll look around for it first. We'll play the game. So I'm glad the mod worked. I wasn't sure if it was going to work. There was some questions as to whether or not it will work with another mod called Rise of House Telvanni, which you... I gotta turn the volume down. Why is the snowstorm so damn loud? But it's called Rise of Telvanni, which will be accessed after we become Magister. And there was a question in Nexus forums about whether or not this Baladas Patron mod is compatible with Rise of House Telvanni. I couldn't see if anyone answered that question. So we'll be the test dummies for that later on. And if it doesn't work, we can just disable Rise of House Telvanni or some way, or disable one mod or the other. It just depends. But we don't need to worry about that right now, because we're nowhere near being Magister of House Telvanni. So I think he said south of Vvardenfell. There's no topic in the journal for this particular location, unless I missed it, which I could have. But that goes along with what I was saying earlier, where when you are modding, if you want a topic, if you want to be able to look at stuff like this, you have to add it separately from the dialogue because of the complex system. Fuck that thing. Don't Come over here. It's coming. I knew it. I knew you were gonna come over here. Bye. Anyways, where's it gonna stop? Did I find it? I did find it. The topic-based dialogue system is a little complicated, so you have to do the topics and the dialogue separate, but they're also interconnected to each other. So I think that if the mod doesn't have a topic for the location, then it's because the dialogue is in the topic of Patron. So if I had to guess, but I could have just missed the topic. It doesn't matter, it's not a big deal, but just for example, for those of you that are interested in modding, that's an example of what I'm talking about. Is that topic's not there because that has to be added separately. But it's not needed. You definitely don't need it all the time. It just depends on what you're going for. It's not a big deal if it's not there. Sometimes it is though. It just depends. Oh shit, I'm not paying attention to what happened. But there's some times where if you don't have a topic, you will not be able to access dialogue. So I think because we were talking about patrons, that dialogue was under the topic of patron. When you're adding new topics, you have to introduce the topic somehow, and either through greetings or through other topics. It's complicated. I explain it in my tutorial. I'll put it down in the description. But I'm working on a mod right now, and you can see a little preview of that mod. I hope it's not in the chest, because I don't have a lock level for that. But you can see a little preview of my mod in that tutorial, but it's just going to be a dialogue mod to start, and then... Damn it. This is locked? No, it can't be. I don't have any... No. Unlocked. I don't have time. Oh, shit. That's what happens when you cheat. But don't cheat, fam. Oh my god. What happens when you're a cheater like me? You get blown up. I don't even know what I was talking about a minute ago. Cheating. So... Yeah, the mod I'm working on for my first Morrowind mod is just dialogue and topics. And then I want to do another one where I just incorporate some quests, maybe. I have a very lofty idea for a quest mod that has multiple quests in it, but I need to build my way up to that. I'm sure it's not hard once you know, but I'm not too well versed on the quest modding and all that yet. I just know the topic-based dialogue system. I learned that myself, but let's back the hell up. I don't know if this is gonna... Let me see. That kills me every time. Oh, there's nothing in there that I need. because I won't be able to get to it. Right, so let's see. I don't remember ever coming in this place before. I don't know if it's part of the mod or if it's new. I mean, I'm sorry. Why did I do that again? It's trapped. Oh, I survived. I survived. Okay. Or if it's part of the mod. I'm not sure. I don't remember. All the glimmer rooms. And they all kind of look the same anyway. In the base game, they look the same. There's that sword at. Why did I pick that up? I didn't really want that. I think it's in here. I don't have any lockpicks or stealth. I don't know if I want the cog. I just want the cog back. Alright. We're in the right place, right? Yeah. Wait. The charred dark. Yeah, right place. Okay. Oops. Press all the buttons. Okay, let's look a little harder, because I'm not very good at looking for things. Oops. Did I go in here? Let's try some lights. Oops, I failed. Fuck. Is there more to this ruins? Fuck. Yeah, failed again. Is there more to this place? Holy shit. That's not a lamp. That's not a lamp. I don't. Oh, that's not a light. Like, I don't know what I was thinking about Skyrim just now. Like, I should have been like, duh, that's not like mage light or something. There might be a spell like that in this game. I don't remember. I didn't. It's been a while since I did illusion magic. I don't think I did any in my last playthrough. Did I kill that thing? There we go. Just gonna have to do a little bit of that. I don't have any lockpicking skills right now. I don't know where this blade would be at. Let's see. I missed that chest, so there's obviously things I haven't looked at yet. And I might try to find it off screen and then start the next episode with, is it the exit? Yeah. With me just at it. I don't see it anywhere. I looked all over. But I'm not the best search person around, so I'm not sure. But I think I've done everything in here. Unless there's something outside that's... Unless there's something outside. See anything outside so far. I'm wondering if this is a base game dungeon or... I didn't see a blade in there. Let's see. I try to keep these under 40 minutes, so I have a couple more minutes. Let's see if we can figure this out. If I can fucking spell. I don't know how to spell. Okay, so this is a... I owed the Skyrim one. What am I doing? Yeah, so this is a base game. This is a base game ruin. And from the map that I see, this is the entire base game. Layout. So it's gotta be in here somewhere. But I'm not sure. Is somebody in here? You have it? No. How about you? No. You? No. Unless I grabbed it and I just didn't realize it? Nope. Alright, so we just came out of that room. Let's see. Alright, so we started at the entrance. I think we just went that way, right? Oh shit. There's a chest in here, right? There's no blade in the chest. Yeah, I'll see if I can find it. Like, off screen because I'm not very good at finding things. I'm probably like walking over it. I'm just not seeing it. But yeah, that's about all. Thanks for watching. See you.